Bismillahir-Rahmanir-Rahim, in the name of Allah, the most gracious, the most merciful. Darlington Central Station, 21st of November, about 12 o'clock in the afternoon. I'm standing on a platform waiting for a train to go to Newcastle because one of my friends is getting married today. Suddenly a voice announces, "Will whoever left their luggage unattended at so-and-so cafe please return to it immediately?" All of the faces on the platform turn towards me. Needless to say, I'm the only Muslim on the platform. A bit later on, I'm inside the train and it's rather busy, so I've moved everything along to make sure that the seat next to me stays free for whoever needs it. We pass a few stops and more people get on, but the seat next to me stays free. At the end, there's about 10-12 people standing who would rather stand than take that seat next to me. Assalamu alaikum and hello everybody. I'm very glad that you made it today. We're looking at Islamophobia. Now, if you look at the word, obviously it exists out of two parts. You've got Islam, the religion, and phobia, the fear. Now, where does fear usually come from? It comes from a lack of knowledge. So people have fear for the unknown. And I think that is exactly what the problem is. People fear Islam because they don't have the knowledge. They don't know that we are just the same as all of you. What I want to point out today, with the example that I've just given before as well, is that Islamophobia shows in more than just verbal and physical abuse. Don't get me wrong, I too have examples, and my friends have examples, like you've just heard from Jasmine before. People getting sworn at, threatened to have their hijab or their headscarf torn off. I've got a friend who's been egged from a car. I know a pregnant Muslim woman who's been pushed, and the stories continue. But that empty seat also shows what Islamophobia is doing in this country. Because I'm sure that for a non-Muslim, that story might not be significant, but most of my Muslim brothers and sisters here today will recognize the situation. Whether you're on a train, on a bus, or in a waiting area for the doctor in a hospital, you found yourself in that situation where you're sitting next to an empty seat or several empty seats. And not because it's quiet, but because people choose not to take that seat, they would rather just stand. That shows the fear of people, and obviously when we talk to each other we try to make up for it. We try to stay positive and say, "Hey mate, don't worry, you've got more space, right?" Which of course is true, but the sad reality is that this shows that we are not being socially accepted by the society today, and I sincerely believe that that needs to stop. It's really weird for us as Muslims to experience that Islam's being seen as something threatening, because how can a religion be seen as something threatening when we get a good reward every time we smile at someone? I think the most important thing is that people need to realize that we are very similar. Most Muslim people like to have a laugh. We like to go for a meal with our friends. If I talk about me personally, I love to go into nature and take beautiful pictures of my surroundings. I love my 1-year-old non-Muslim nephew more than anything almost. So what is the deal that we're going to do? Because we need to break this pattern. Well, to all of you non-Muslims here today, I'm so glad that you made it out. I'll try to raise my voice a bit because the mic's gone off. I want to ask you to go out of your way and break that pattern. So the next time you see an empty seat next to a Muslim, take that seat, smile at them, say hello. And you'll find out that actually we're just humans too. Thank you very much.